Hello everybody, welcome back. I don't think a single person asked for this video, but just to switch things up a little bit, I want to show you guys how I make my half the comic dubs. So you guys didn't know, Toasty and I both make comic dubs. This is how I do it. Toasty does it a completely different way, but I'm going to show you my way. I'm using Premiere Pro, as you can see on the screen. So obviously you gotta start by finding your comic, but the thing is you obviously need permission, which I received permission for this comic right here. I got there eventually. But this right here is Luminary Arts giving both Toasty and I permission to dub any of the comics. Even if it's Lumi or just anyone, just make sure to DM them, make sure to email them, just do anything that you can to give their permission, because especially for content creators who make money off of their videos and make a profit, unlike I do as at this moment, it's considered disrespectful and it's theft in a sense. So we're gonna start off with so we already selected our music. What I like to do is do something similar to Murder Drones. I take the Murder Drones soundtrack and place it in. How do I find it? I actually use the Spotify playlist, and then I use this website called Spotify Down, which you can see right here, which is a very nice and handy website for stuff that's off of Spotify. Please note that not every song will be copyright free. Thankfully, the Murder Drones soundtrack is copyright free as of this moment, subject to change. Who knows? Another website that I use, it's reliable but not really. I use this one. It is a YouTube to MP3, which is free. Have your own personal preference, or some people, they screen record their music and then just import it. But that's how I do it. So finding out the tone of your comic. Obviously you need the lines. Have fun with it. It's not supposed to be like you're recording for anime. It's just Toasty and I take our time into recording these because we are both wanting to be professional voice actors, and so it's good practice for us. That's also another thing. Comic dubs are a fantastic way to practice voice acting. If you guys want any voice acting tips and stuff, just let me know in the comments below. I'd love to show you guys like my booth and everything, what I use, and yeah, let me know. So first, we're gonna start with, to make it nice and fancy, some people just put the photo on there and they call it a day, but me, I like making things fancy, so we use this little handy dandy pin tool, and it's very nice because you can just click around what you want to cover up. Just in this case, I already did this area, and you have to think also how layers work. So I made right here to cover up this box, but as a personal preference, I also want to cover up these letters. So you have to go individually, one at a time. It goes by fast, and in my opinion, it goes by really fast. Some people say it goes a really long time. If it feels like it's going a long time, turn on some music, just relax and just sit back and just sit back, relax, and just cover up all the words. We'll have a speed run. We'll have a speed lapse for speed something. I don't know. And sometimes you need to go back and just fix a spot. So there you go. It looks nice and pretty. If I really wanted to get nitty gritty, I could, if I really wanted to get nitty gritty, I could go here and I could fill in this little square, but not necessary for this comic. Yeah, we'll cover in this one last box here. So now we just got our, little comic going here. Now I'm gonna do something that I usually never do, but we're gonna give it a shot, if anything. I want to cover, usually you never cover with the watermark, but I'm only covering it up because it doesn't show the watermark completely. So I'm gonna be respectful to the artist, and I'm actually gonna cover this one up and paste down the same layer. So then, oh, I actually gotta go back here and fix that. I'm gonna make a new layer and then shift this watermark up. So we got our panels, but now we need to organize them. So here, sorry, I just got a message. There we go. Okay, so here we need to figure out what is in our layers. Sometimes it helps to actually go through and see what each layer is. And if I did this correctly, then this is that layer. And I just realized I still need to outline need to continue to outline letters. So we are gonna proceed to do that. Okay, so now that I did a little lettering thingy, now we can add in our footage, or we can cut it up and everything. Just need to get it focal. In this case, we need to bring this a lot higher. Bring this all the way up here. So this worst case scenario, we can just copy it. That is not what I wanted to do. Not sure what happened there. Need our panel here. Or else we'll just redo it. It's fine. So sometimes that will happen where you need to just redo a panel, which it happens. So now we got our coloring here. So now we just need to time everything, which is probably the most complicated part, but the way that it's gonna work is, so you hear here, so then we can release the remainder of this panel. So like that. And then sometimes you just gotta go through, because you can't really name these. That's one. You need to go through our cartoon stuff. So right here, which realistically we could have just done this panel and not even worry about the end, but you know, whatever. N. Oh. So we have here, oh wait, no, my bad. We actually want to put this here. We're gonna cut it, and then we're gonna delete that, because that's, we want to cover up here. And I really need to fix this layer. Let me just fix this real quick. Which that will also happen, where you just gotta go back and adjust the layer, and just fix it. You see? So now it's a lot more hidden. And so now we need our and. I wish you could, the only thing I wish you could do is that you could rename the layers in Premiere Pro. I'm pretty sure there's probably a way you can. So N and A. You really have to listen to it if you really want to get it precise, or else you can always just guesstimate, which that's also, that's cool beans too. And I. And so from here we're gonna just speed run this, so then you guys aren't just watching me do each individual one. Okay, so here we have everything here. And now, just an additional little thing that I will do just for the sake of this demonstration. You'll probably see this video and it won't be in the final cut, but I still want to teach you guys how to do it, because why not? So we want to, so we're going to extend this out. And this is merely like just a me thing. Honestly, you don't have to do this. So, what you can do here is, if you want to make it look like Uzi's like talking, or when she's laughing, so we're gonna take this, we're literally just gonna take the panel layer, and we're gonna just paste it down here, because we're gonna take the top layer, and then we're gonna do that little opacity thing, where we make just a little path, where we just go bada bing, and just kind of go around. Messing with where she's at, you want to put it at motion, not under the mask, or else, let me see here, my effects library, you have to download it. I will have a link to which one I use. I use the Ultimate Earthquake ones by Cinecom.net. It really depends on what you are using it for, but like, and some of them respond to audio, which is fantastic. But like stuff like this will happen where it will shift over, which is very, very annoying. So sometimes you need to remake your path. So we'll go all the way back here and we'll position her over. So then that's how you do that portion. Okay, so I fixed up this area. I'll probably add a zoom in. Sometimes I just check every single panel to make sure I'm happy. And the nice thing is some of these are audio operated. Excuse me. Which I believe this one's audio operated. So then 20 minutes later, and then we'll just go a lot easier here. A lot more simple. We like simple, right? Now the nice thing what you can do is like, yeah, I want to zoom in, but I like the tail. I want that to still be in the frame. But we just said it was 20 minutes ago. So what we can do is the power of simple editing. We'll just zoom this in. And plus then we don't need to worry about fixing the watermark or anything like that. And once again, that is just a personal preference. That is, you don't have to do that. If a watermark is covered and you think that the original creator is going to be wrong with it, then just go ahead. So then take that white, slide across, bada bing, pop it on the bottom. Here we go. Boom goes the dynamite. But now you're probably thinking, well, let's just get rid of that using our square. So did that there. And so then the same process goes for covering up the letters and stuff, but you don't have to cover up the entire text box if you don't want to. We'll just do this the easy way. And sometimes you don't have to do the little pen tool where you just go, you can just go like this and just highlight, boom, go here and here. I just like using the pen because I feel like I have a lot more precision with it. And you just want to look at it and make sure you use your judgment to see if you like how that square or that shape turned out. Which, pretty straightforward and simple. And then, you gotta add the music, which here I believe I'm gonna do the Doki Doki music. Take our music, pop it in, and now just make sure audio-wise it is good. Also, when editing, make sure there's nothing on your timeline. I've done that numerous times, so like, see here, I would have missed that this is on my timeline, which we will need that for making my outro. which I'll show you guys how I do just my part, but not like the credits part. And now we can take our stuff, delete. And then that's when you put in your outro, which this is actually my intro. I just export the audio, and this actually be used for comic compilations as well. But also, you know it as my my fan dub intro. So what I do is I wait for it to go full like that. Add a freeze frame. Frame hold. And then add all the text I need. And then at the very end, obviously, you cut off your music. Don't want it to be too long. You cut off your music and then fade it out. And that is how I make my comic dubs. If you guys want to see more videos on how to do this, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah. By now you probably would see this comic dub, so I'll have a card up in the corner and also be in the outro to go watch that video. But yeah, bye guys!